Hey guys, my name is Nick and today we're checking out the online deck from the Pikachu EX Tin. So there's our deck, let's see what we get. We get the usual box and the Pikachu EX of course, and a whole bunch of cards better viewed in another window. There we go, much better. Just 22 lightning energy it seems. As for the trainers, energy recycler, great ball, pretty usual stuff. Clement to search for some electric energy. That seems good for this deck. Sandre, Misty. Bent Spoon. Prevent all of your opponent's attacks except damage. And a lucky helmet. So most of these are pretty basic. Let's see what we have for the Pokemon. So we have a Furfrou to stall, I guess. Then we have the Magnemite chain for Magnezone. Oh, this is like Blastoise with Deluge. You can play all your energy cards if you need to using the ability. Which can be very useful if you have a lot of attacks that require you to throw away energies. So as I suspected, there would be a lot of Pikachu and Raichu, but not the Circle Circuit ones. So that's a relief. I was kind of afraid that they would give a deck with the Circle Circuit Raichu. Which would have been a shame because we already have a deck like that from the Trainer Challenge. But I'm glad to see they decided to go with a different route. We also get these guys. That Thunder Lance is pretty powerful. It's kind of like that TCGO EX everyone is using right now. And of course again, Stonefisk. Just like with the Xerneas one. Actually, he seems pretty useful this time with those attacks are pretty good, I guess. And of course we have Pikachu EX, which I mentioned in my unboxing video. I don't think is that good. But we'll see, let's test them out. Raichu doesn't have 90 HP, does he? I think we need to use the Great Ball, but I'm not sure. Let's find out. Oh, he does. Nice. So he's gonna discard some cards, but he won't do damage. No EX on the field, so Thunder Shot does nothing. Yeah, I don't think we lost anything of value, really. He's trying to run me out of cards, I think. Ah, he is. All his cards seem focused on taking stuff from my deck and making me run out of cards. So do you want to go for Raikou or do we want to go for Magnezone? I think Raikou, that Thunder Lance is very good. I will try to build up Magnezone as well, just for its ability, which we can then use for Raikou, because we need to be fast here. No Magnemite? Really? That's a shame. Let's go for this Stunfisk, I guess. You're never gonna be helpful to me, are you? We want to go for Magnemite again? I have to be careful not to go through my cards too quickly. Well, since I have enough energy, I can just switch. That's definitely the better idea. Oh, right, and we're looking for Magnemite. Stunfisk, you were useful, thank you! Oh, come on. Let's just grab the energy then. Oh, you can use both? That's interesting. So running me out of cards is a good tactic, but it's not gonna work here. And I wonder how often it actually succeeds. Especially if you have cards like that that just fall so quickly. Oh, Raichu really is our MVP this round. Well, and I think that's the strength of his deck. This Raichu and this Raikou, they are the heavy hitters. Still not sold on Pikachu EX though. Unless it's paralyzed, we're kind of fucked. And we're fucked. Okay. Not much choice here, but at least we have energy. And we lost. That's the thing. You can't fucking chat anymore, which is ridiculous. You can only use these words. How am I supposed to communicate with that? Sucking out all the fun of the game to make it more kid friendly, I guess, which is ridiculous. And while I'm at it, if you're gonna remove the chat system, which is still in place when you're talking to your friends, how about removing that ridiculous sensor that's on the chat system itself? Because I can only talk to my friends right now, so who cares if I use a bad word? Oh, he doesn't have any energy. Ha. Your EX is useless if you can power it up. Because that sensor is fucking ridiculous. You can't use the word YouTube in the chat system. It's insane. And alright, you. We're done here. No, you can't. Or maybe you can, because he's resistant. Hang on. Throw away the switch. No, Raichu. Misty, you have done nothing today. Nothing! I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated because nothing works today. This deck, it's also plain and boring. There's nothing that works with each other. There's no Evo Sodas or other cards to evolve your Pokemon. So you have to rely on a Misty to get the Pokemon you need to evolve. Finally! Something is coming together. Only took a dozen matches or so. This Magnezone is great. As long as you can provide it energy, it's just tearing through. You know, it just tears through the enemy. Oh, 100 HP. That's good, but it's not gonna save you from Magnezone. Ooh. We'll get just rid of this. The energy is important to keep attacking. Because that's it, I guess. There we go. Well, at least we had something in the end there. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. This video might be a little shorter than I usually do. It's because I've been recording for a long time and a lot of the matches just weren't fun to watch. The thing about this deck is it's not that good. There's just regular energies, and the whole point is that the trainers are just very standard and boring. Nothing really works together. There's just nothing too special there. That's not to say you don't get anything. You get some pretty good Pokemon. This Magnezone, once you get this thing going, it's very good. As well as Raichu, when the opponent has multiple EX cards on the field, that Thunderclap shot does massive damage. And this Raikou as well, as just once you powered it up, it does a lot of damage, and Shining Body helps protect it. So as for the Pokemon, there's some very good cards here. There's just no trainers and special energies and stuff like that to bring out their full potential. So you're better off taking these Pokemon and just building a new deck with better trainers, more specialized in with some better trainers. Like, I would highly recommend some Evo Sodas or Wallies to help evolve the Pokemon and get that Raichu and get that Magnezone. Because until you get them up and running, which can be quite tricky considering you don't really have anything to pull the cards you need. I often found this Great Ball and where she Misty, they only allow you to watch the top 8 cards of your deck to pull something, and that is not very useful in a deck where really your only option is to get the specific evolution card. So again, not really a good deck, but some good cards to add to a proper deck you build yourself. Not counting the Pikachu, of course. I don't think I found any match where this card was particularly useful. Thundershock might be good to stall, but in the end, having to give up 2 prize cards when this thing dies is just not worth it. So that's it for now. If you haven't already, you can check out my Pikachu EX Tin opening video, in which I opened the actual tin where this deck came from. And if you leave a comment answering the question I asked in that video, you can win one of the code cards that I got from that tin. Anyway, that's it for now. As always, thank you very much for watching and have a very nice day.